Ready? Yes. Are we going?
How's it going, everybody? We are Backwater Cider, and we are here today trying out some ciders with honey added either in the front end in the fermentation process or some... Wait, that's not going to be right, because we don't have any ciders that are actually like that.
We'll start over. What?
Yeah.
It's
Honey is the unifying theme.
for what? The other one might have honey. I don't think it is.
So what are the two companies we're trying?
This is B Nektar, and Schramm's. Just
Are
they're all from Michigan. Everything's from Michigan.
Perfect. How's it going, everybody? We are Backwater Cider, and today we're going to be trying some ciders and one mead from Michigan. We're starting off with B Nektar with a Zombie Killer.
Yeah.
It is a cider, hard cider with honey and cherry added on the back end.
Yes, and it's pretty well known. It says it has a 2011 Mazer Cup gold medal winner. I've had this cider before. It's pretty, if I remember correctly, it's pretty cherry, strong. Not my favorite fruit to be in cider, but whatever. People love it. It's pretty popular. So we have to do it.
It's got a pretty spooky Halloween relevant theme with
The logo is pretty.
the bottle art and everything, and it's dedicated to the freaks and geeks. What started as a top secret experiment with Michigan honey, cherries, and apple cider became a viral epidemic. It won't be easy to survive, so grab your weapons and don't forget this bottle for backup. Serve cold. Zombies hate the cold.
Yeah, that's pretty Halloween themed.
Yeah. So we're at 5.5% alcohol.
Yeah. Could come to Mississippi. Could come to Mississippi.
Could.
In theory.
30 grams of carbs, 22 of those sugars, so kind of sweet.
It's gonna be pretty sweet. I didn't remember it being super sweet, but it may be. Go for it. Oh. Okay. It's got like a tinge of red, orange color going on. Let's see. Smells pretty honey.
Yeah,
Get a
just
lot of honey.
smells pretty normal for a cider or
Pretty
a
strong.
cider with honey on the back end.
It is sweet.
That is very sweet, and the honey is really pronounced. I don't actually taste cherry at all.
Me either, and that's odd because I really thought, or I thought I remembered there being a lot of cherry, but I get a little bit of like cherry tartness, but it's mostly honey.
And it's certainly not too tart.
Mm-hmm.
It's really smooth. The honey's really strong.
Yep.
It still has some apple flavor that's
Mhm.
coming through.
I
It
like
tastes a lot more like just juice than cider.
It really does. It tastes like you took apple juice and just added some honey. Because the honey flavor, there's a lot of honey flavor here, not just the sweetness, like that muskiness of honey.
Yeah.
It's definitely there. I mean, I like it a lot more than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is a little sweet for me.
A little sweeter than I prefer, but really good flavor, really smooth, easy to drink. Can't tell there's alcohol in it at all.
No, I like it.
4 out of 5?
I'll give it a 3.75.
3.75.
Yeah. If it was a little less sweet, like they cut down the sweetness maybe like 25%, it'd be a lot more. I like it a lot.
How does this stack up to the sweetness of something like Angry Orchard?
It's still a little less sweet. So things like the Angry Orchard we get here, or Woodchuck we get here, is in the neighborhood of 25 to 26 grams per 12 ounces of sugar, and this is 22.
Close, but
Yeah.
not quite.
It's
there.
still pretty sweet though. A lot more sweet than I usually like my cider, but I do really enjoy the honey.
Yeah, it's good
flavor.
complex flavor.
Yeah, I could see this being heated up and used as mulling cider with the honey.
I mean, yeah.
Because of the honey. Or you could just take your regular old cider and add honey. Probably, it'd probably come out the same.
Yeah.
So
Don't ruin a good cider with that.
you're right. Yeah, that's a good point. All right.
Yeah, not bad. Next up, we are trying Punk Lemonade by B Nektar.
Yeah.
This one is a 6.3%
Yep.
ABV.
It's a hard cider with raspberry and lemon. So it's pink lemonade with punk lemonade.
And we are at 16 grams of sugar, which is a little less sweet than the last one.
And I think I'm hoping the acidity of the lemon's going to try to cut down on that sweetness a little bit. We shall see.
We shall see.
Is it pink?
It's pretty pink.
Yeah, it is. Like nice and pale pink. Nice. Oh yeah. Raspberry.
Raspberry.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I don't really get any lemon on those.
Just a little bit, but it's kind of overpowered. It's kind of centered up. You can see the color of it.
Okay. Okay. It tastes like Gatorade to me.
Gatorade, kinda, but
Feel like
those
Gatorade.
those things that you lick and then you stick in the stuff.
Fun Dip.
Fun Dip. That is to say, the
Does it?
raspberry tastes kind of artificial.
I do get it now. That I already, when I thought about it, tasted it. But it's not artificial raspberry.
But it tastes like artificial raspberry.
Raspberry
like
juice concentrate.
Pop Rocks or something.
Yeah, pop. It does taste candy-like. It tastes like raspberry candy, or Gatorade, or like Crystal White. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Powder
So-
mixed into water.
It's not
Drink.
bad. It
No.
just doesn't taste like cider or like fruit, really. It has a very artificial candy taste. But it's not too strong. It's pretty light and refreshing, honestly,
Yeah.
for how much sugar's in it.
Yeah, I agree. And even though we think it tastes artificial, it is not artificial flavoring
No.
used. But
We're not accusing them of
No.
lying about where their flavoring came
No.
from.
It's just
It may just be the
combination of flavors.
the combination of raspberry and lemon may be something that's common in candy.
Yeah. I'm still not getting a ton of lemon though.
I can tell it's there.
Mm-hmm. That's about it. It's also low carbonation for me.
Yeah.
A lot of
Both
the
of
ciders
them
we've been tasting have been lower carbonation than I think they should be. I mean, that's personal preference probably, but I don't know. I want some carbonation. I want some bubbles. This is nearly still at this point.
So I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it's
Because I don't prefer a ton of carbonation in my
not a
cider.
ton. Just I want some bubbles. This has no bubbles.
Little bubbles.
If you make bubbles, if you splash it around and make bubbles, it's good. It's unique.
It's pretty solid. It's not a flavor of cider that I've had before, so that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottle is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, that's really cool branding. I really like the shape and size. I like the 500 ml. It is 500 ml, right? Yes, 500 ml. Whatever shape bottle you call that. I don't know, but it's nice.
Heritage bottle? I think
Mhm.
that might be it.
Sure.
So, what's your rating?
Hmm. 3.5. I prefer this one just slightly. Both are pretty good. But
I prefer the honey
Yeah.
pretty strongly. I think I'm gonna go with a 3 for this.
okay.
It's just not something I could drink very much of. It's, I don't know, just,
And then the more I drink it, I'm getting like medicinal.
yeah.
Not medicinal
It
as in
started out
band-aid.
kind of refreshing, and the more I've had of
Yeah.
it, the less refreshing it is.
Yeah, it's starting to taste not medicinal as in Band-Aid flavor or Neosporin flavor, as all flavors are called.
Yeah.
It just starts tasting like this flavored medicine.
Yeah.
You know, like cough syrup almost.
It is
That's just tasting it over and over and over.
just a strange combination of flavors.
Yeah. Don't hate it. I do like it. It's just
Not my thing.
unique. Yes. So, finally, we have something a little different. This is a mead. It's also from Michigan, that's kind of the theme. But it's Schramm's mead. Their Blackberry mead. This is a 14% true mead. You can see how dark and also turbid, not turbid, opaque it is. Ferndale, Michigan. Their description is Schramm's Blackberries made with raw, unfiltered honey and whole blackberries. It is an intensely fruity, medium sweet Malomal. Oh, that's another word for mead, I think. Sarah, look that up. All right. With vanilla and almond aromatics.
Oh,
All right.
extensive.
This handcrafted beverage pairs well with creamy cheeses, duck, veal, and good company. Serve at cellar temperature or lightly chilled.
Okay, ours is a little more than lightly chilled. We didn't read the instructions first.
It's fine. It's chilled. It's in the fridge. Okay. I like how you're just turning the bottle and stuff.
That's the proper technique, JR. You're a bartender. You should know this. Wow.
Thank you, Aaron. I want it to get all, when you pour it, it'll run all down the bottle if it gets on this stuff. All right, here we go. We're not going to pour a lot of this. That's probably enough. You pour your own.
All right.
That's mead. Oh my.
So this is
That is
14% ABV.
That is
No
thick
sugar rating
almost.
because I guess this is technically liquor here and they don't have to put that.
No, they don't have. This is different rules. It smells good, but it's definitely.
It smells very dry.
It smells like red wine, but like honey. Whoa!
Wrong about it being dry.
It said it was medium sweet.
That is
That's very sweet to me.
medium sweet for a port.
Yeah, well, the guy said it was going to be like a dessert wine.
It is that.
And it does remind me of port. And it's delicious.
That is so strong
Oh, I like
in
it.
every flavor.
Oh.
Every flavor so strong.
I love it.
It's not bad.
I love it.
It's like a 10
It tastes-
second in the
Imagine-
saucepan step away from being a syrup.
Yep. No, and you could make a great syrup expensive.
Mm.
Great syrup with that.
Little bread pudding.
But what I was, well, I was thinking of like drinking this with dessert, because dessert wine. Imagine drinking this with like a really good vanilla ice cream.
That'd be pretty baller.
Yeah.
Or you could just pour it all in.
You could pour it
Vanilla
straight
ice
on the
cream,
vanilla
'cause
ice cream.
it is rich enough that the mouthfeel is about halfway to honey.
It is.
It is. You can feel it coat everything.
You can still look at this. This is a clear glass bottle.
Yeah. And that's
it's not clear.
Still running down the sides.
It's got legs. I don't know. That's a thing some people want. Some people say. Disclaimer: don't know anything about.
I'll trust you on that.
I like it. This is definitely like that much mead. Like that's all you need.
Yes, it is a sipper. And at the end of a long meal,
Man, it tastes.
It is the dessert. This
tastes
is
like
not the kind of
cobbler.
thing that goes with ice cream or something. This goes with like a cheese plate.
You can do that too, but to me, it needs to be bread pudding. Sounds great with this. Something
pour it
really
over it, yeah.
rich. I'm talking about drinking it with it.
I think that's too much rich on rich.
Brie.
Yeah.
Or a cheesecake.
I agree with the cheesecake.
Yeah.
If you didn't top it with anything,
No,
just the cheesecake.
Yeah, not with like a bunch of fruit and stuff on top.
Yeah.
Just like
Then we're in business.
because
This is the fruit topping.
this tastes like you squeezed liquid out of blackberry cobbler. This is that liquid.
Yeah.
Both honey.
As hot as it is, you can't even really taste the alcohol.
Hot as it is.
I mean, like ABV,
Oh yes, yeah. It's not
not
hot.
temperature. This is
Well, no, you're saying it doesn't taste hot, even with the high ABV.
yeah.
Yeah. Bottle is pretty cool.
Bottle's pretty classy.
Woo.
It's very, very blackberry. I feel like it must have been boiled down because my parents mashed blackberry juice and it doesn't ever get that.
Well, I think this is also potent. They had to have added back a lot of honey.
At the end.
Yes. A
I
lot.
can see that.
And that has a lot to do with the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So this is weird because normally we're rating ciders that you would expect to buy a 6-pack of and drink over the weekend. I don't know what responsible people do. But this is very different.
Yeah, this is an after a very special dinner drink, like not everyday stuff. This is like celebratory dessert. When you go out to dinner and you order dessert, but you also order a special drink for your dessert. Some people do that, Aaron.
So as a dessert wine, comparing it to port and things like that, this is pretty high up there.
Oh,
this
it's
is
delicious.
one of the more delicious heady wines I've ever had.
Yep.
It's if we're comparing it to things you have as or with dessert at the end of a long meal, then 4.5 out of 5. But
Yeah.
if we're talking about something you just want to drink, probably not.
Yeah. That for what it is, I think 4.5 is accurate. I would go with that. It's very delicious. 4.5 after dessert or after dinner or with dessert, whatever wine. Like you said, compared to other ports and things I've had, which is not a lot, but it's very good. I really like it, and we're not going to finish that bottle.
On camera.
Not tonight. It's weeknight. But it's good.
It's pretty good. So, this has been Backwater Cider. I'm Aaron. That's JR. We've been tasting ciders and one mead from Michigan. And if you enjoy our content, follow our Facebook page and subscribe to YouTube, however that works.
Yeah.
I think we have an Instagram. Cheers.
Cheers.